today we're going to be moving through a back bend flow. So if you would like to just take a gentle seat and close down the eyes and lengthen through the spine. Allow the hips to roll open, the outer edges of the feet to connect to the floor. And then feel the spine reach up out of the hips as you get drawn up through the center of the crown. And then wherever you are, start to take a full exhalation. And slowly start to breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Continue in your own time, consciously shaping your breath. And as you do, today I invite you to consider somebody that you look up to or admire, somebody who might be your teacher or a mentor, somebody you've learned from or aspire towards. It can be someone you know. It also might be someone that you've never met. And just start to recognize the qualities within this person that appeal to you. Often when we consider the people around us that we want to aspire to, it's these qualities that attract us to their personality or their experience or the situation that they find themselves in. And we ourselves get drawn to that because we wish to create that within our own in our own life, or adopt these same qualities within our own nature. But ultimately, when we come from this place, we feel like we're lacking something. But if you can recognize these qualities within another, then they already exist within you. And that person just mirrors the qualities within yourself. So it's not so much about trying to acquire these qualities, but more about recognizing how you can nurture them more within yourself. So contemplate that through your practice today. And then after your next exhalation, you can gently start to find yourself in a wide-legged child's pose at the back of the mat. Bring the toes together, lengthening the arms out in front as the knees gently part. Rest the forehead on the mat, and just start to ground down into the earth. Once again, resting the forehead, the palms, the tops of the feet and shins. And then feeling the qualities of the earth, the strength, the stability, the reliability, the support. And in turn, recognizing them within yourself. Then slowly walk your hands over to the right hand side. Stretch the fingertips out in front and then anchor back into your left hip. Breathing here now for 1. 2. 3. Sliding the left arm underneath the right and starting to walk your right arm all the way overhead.
twist as you drive through the back of the left arm and reaching the right fingertips deeper out of the body to the front of your mat. Staying here for 1, 2, feeling into the breath, 3, and then gently bring that left hand out in front, and you're actually going to just rest your left hand underneath your right elbow. From here, you can bring your knees a little closer together and walk your chest, your arms, and your left arm forward so that you come into a quarter dog, resting the forehead on the earth. And getting a little stretch out of the underarms through the side body. And watch you're not collapsing your ribs and dumping into your lower back. Keep stabilizing through the lower back. And then gently inhale, stretch the left palm forward. And now you can start to melt the forearms deeper into the ground. Then inhale, staple shoulders as you peel your shoulders off the mat, your forearms off the mat, tuck your chin and feel the back body up with breath. And then exhale, pulse the heart space into the earth. Inhale, lift the forearms, tuck the chin, feel the back body open. And then exhale, pulse the heart space down. 1 more, Anahata Asana, melting heart pose. And exhale, or extended puppy dog, some people like to call this one. Grip the forearms down, and then inhale, squeeze the elbows in as you roll onto the belly, maybe readjust the elbows. Point through the toes and energize the knees off the mat, and then drag the heart space through the upper arm bones. Creating a little gentle back bend with Sphinx now as the heart blossoms open. 1. Lifting gently through the navel and the pelvic floor, Mula and Uddiyana Bandha. 2. Keeping the palate soft and the tongue relaxed. 3. Then scoop the arms back, take cobra, breathe in. And then again, take yourself back into that child's pose, scooping through the lower belly and sinking back towards the pelvis. And this time, walk the hands out to the left-hand side. Rest the chest down over the left thigh. Melt the right shoulder into the mat. 1, maybe even resting the forehead if the neck is comfortable, or placing a block underneath your head is good as well. 2. Ground to the tops of the feet and shins. 3. Then the right arm stretches underneath the left and you flip the palm open to the sky. And then start to walk your left arm further forward as you turn your chest up to the sky. Looking under the left arm, twisting. 1. Driving down to the back of your right arm to get a little deeper. Twist out of this stretch. 2. 3. Then you release the right arm back to the front of the mat. Inhale, so both arms long. And then just tuck the right hand underneath your left elbow. From there, you can walk your hands forward. Make sure the knees come in underneath the hips and both arms stretch out. And then anchor yourself back and drop your tail towards your heels. Quarter dog. 1. Feeling more length through the upper body, through the chest. 2. 3. And more mindfully release that right hand forward. And then this time, exhale, draw yourself back into wide leg child's pose. Inhale, peel your chest up, drop your hips and bring your toes to your buttocks, and then soften your elbows so your chest can come through. And then chin in, scoop, wide leg child. Again, roll over hips to floor, toes to buttocks, and a little scorpion. And then exhale, push back. And then inhale, gentle, nothing too intense, just working the hamstrings as you squeeze the heels back and creating a little back bend through the upper body. This time, exhale, lower your chest towards the mat and stretch your left arm out wide. And the hand or the elbow is up in line with your shoulder head. And then from here, bring your left knee over to meet your right leg. Turn onto the left side and tuck the knees up into your chest. And then start to slide your right hand behind your back into the left waistline, rotating the heart to the sky. Those who want a little more can lift your right knee up, maybe even the left one. One. Now breathe the left arm open. Two. Helping this window frame of the chest open the lungs and allow the air in. 3. 4. 5. And then gently release the right palm, roll onto your belly. And then bring your right arm out wide again in line with your shoulders. So same thing, other side. Moving your knees over to the left, so the knees join together on the left side of the mat. And then you'll have space to roll into the right side body, tucking the knees into the chest and releasing the right rib cage underneath, forward to your left hand. 1, and then maybe opening the left knee, maybe rotating the whole of the pelvis to the earth. 2. 3. Left hand behind the back, tucking into the waistline. 4. 5. Release the legs and inhale, roll back onto your belly. Come back to center on your mat and exhale, plant your hands down by your bottom ribs so that your shoulders can roll back and the elbows squeeze in towards the spine. Engage the knees off the mat as you inhale, lift up, start to straighten the arms for upward dog. And then tuck the chin, pull the belly in, downward facing dog. 1, grip through the fingertips, the pads of the hand and the heel of the hand. 2, lifting the inner arm forward, inner leg back. 3, keep lengthening the side body evenly. 4, 5. Lightly step or hop your way to the front of the mat. Take a half lift, breathe in. Fold forward, exhale. Send the arms wide, inhale, circle up overhead, breathe in. Take the right hand beside the body and lean to the right side, opening the side on the left. Inhale, right arm to sky. Left arm down, exhale, lean to the left, lift out of the right hand. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, interlace hands behind the back. Draw the heart open, breathe in. And then fold forward, lead with the heart. And then inhale, sweep past your ankles, take chair pose. Fold forward, earth the hands, exhale. Take a half lift, bridge to fingers or hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, step back, plank, hold. Then push out through your heels, and while you anchor your heels, stretch your torso through the gate of the arms. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows into ribs. Point the toes, inhale, up dog, keep your legs strong. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step between your hands. Drop the back knee down, arms come up, inhale. Then lower the right hand to the left leg behind the back and lean to the right side. 1, then turn the chest to the left, maybe even to the left palm. 2, 3. Right arm comes out, breathe in. Exhale, release the palms. Straighten through the right leg, inhale, draw the right hip back and wrap your left thigh forward. Exhale, melt over the right leg. Hold here. 1, Ardha Hanumanasana, half Hanuman pose. 2, moving the heart to the big toe and keep scissoring the inner thighs. 3. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend into your right knee. Plant your left hand down close to your right foot. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Look to the top palm. Exhale, turn sideways on your mat and step your right foot onto the left leg. Hold. 1. Vajrasana. 2. Gaze goes up. 3. Inhale, lower the right hand to the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Keep the hips square rather than opening that hip. Level out the pelvis. Then come high into the tippy toe and exhale, step through. Drop your back knee to the earth. Lift the arms up, breathe in. And then exhale, take your left hand to the back leg and you're going to wrap your heart to the right as you reach your left fingertips deeper towards that right hip. 1, and climb through your right fingers like we did earlier standing. 2, if you're steady, look to your right hand. 3, left arm up, breathe in. Hands frame the foot, exhale. Straighten through the left leg, inhale, slide the pelvis back and bring the shin, toes to the shin. Exhale, fold forward. Watch that you haven't dumped back through the right hip. Keep pulling your left hip in and wrapping your right thigh forward. 1. Traction back through the back of the Achilles into the base of the hamstring. 2. 3. Bend the knee, breathe in, lift the heart. Plant the right hand close to the left foot and then exhale, lift the right knee and the left hand. Twist. Inhale, turn onto the knife edge of your foot, step your left leg back for Vajrasana, glue the feet, and then get long through the side body. Rather than curving, elongate the right side, just like Tadasana. 1, gaze goes up. 2, 3. Left palm down, inhale, plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Point the toes, send the fingertips back, and then inhale, lift your chest, your toes, and then drive your hands backwards as you ground them down. 1, 2, 3. Plant the hands, keep the chest buoyant, straight into upward dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, come up to your tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees and prepare to hop so that your belly comes towards your thighs. Steady your arms and then hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, rise up, circle the arms around the head, rise last so you don't flood the head with prana. Right hand down, lean to right side, exhale. Inhale, right arm up. Left hand down, knee to the left. Inhale, lift. Hands interlaced behind the back. See if you can alternate the grip so the other thumb's outside. Draw the heart open, breathe in. Fold forward, exhale. Steady your thighs. Inhale, sweep past the ankles so the hands track through the shoulder line, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward, find the earth belly to thighs, then press the inner thigh back to transition. Half lift, inhale, bridge the fingers, hands to shins, or those who can keep the hands grounded. Straight through chaturanga this time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, push back downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step between your hands. Arms up, inhale. Peel your front of your hip bones open so you're not dumping into the lower back. You want to draw the front body long. And then exhale, lower the hands underneath that right leg. Stay up into the ball of the foot rather than the Achilles. You want to get high in that leg. Then inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, palms come down for 2. Place them together underneath that right thigh. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale, 3. Now keep the hands here, bring the hands on the outside of your right knee and then turn your chest in a twist. Prayer twist, but keep the left arm underneath. 1, 2, level out the sacrum. 3, release the palms, breathe in. Straighten the right leg, exhale, bow forward. And again, bend the knee, inhale, deepen through the left hip. Exhale, straighten and fold, sliding the right hip back, trying to keep the heart as forward as possible. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, chest moves up, halfway lift. Exhale, pivot your right foot to the floor. Keep your right hip tucked under and back. Then circle your left arm to the sky for triangle pose. And then thread it behind the back to your right thigh. 1, look up. 2, make sure you're not locking out that knee at the front. 3, breathe your legs. Pull the muscle to the bone. 4, 5. Then as you look down, we'll bend the front knee, inhale, pick up the left foot for this half bound, half moon pose. 1, keep the bind and firm your front body into your left arm. 2, 3. Then inhale, lift the left arm up. Bend your back knee and see if you can catch your left foot, kicking the foot open and turning the left hip towards the floor. 1, Japasana. 2, use a block into the right hand if you need to gain extra height to catch that leg. 3. And then inhale, open arm and leg. Left hand comes down to the floor, exhale, standing splits. Inhale, bring the toe to meet right leg, lengthen halfway, lift. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, lift all the way to standing. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart space. Inhale, bring left knee to the chest. And then exhale, take the left foot back behind you in a short stance. Preparing for Parsvottanasana. Inhale, stretch the arms up. And then taking the hands behind the back, thread the palms and turn the fingertips upwards. So now you're creating reverse prayer behind the back. If reverse prayer is not available, just create 2 fists and join the fists together like you're fist pumping yourself, okay? That way you can really broaden through the elbow tips. If you do this, it's bringing the elbows really close together and creating more internal rotation. So, inhale, square the pelvis. Watch that you haven't got too much weight in the back leg or the front hip. And then exhale, fold forward with an even pelvis. Slight softening of the front knee. 1, 2, gaze at the big toe. 3, 4, 5. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Left hand outside the right foot for Revolve Triangle. Unravel the right hand, make sure the pelvis is level, turn the chest, and then lift the right palm up. If you can connect the little finger and the little knuckle toe together, join them, and then leverage out of the earth and against the toe. 1, 2, rotate your eyes to the right palm. 3, strong feet, breathe your legs. With every exhalation, squeeze the navel back and bring out your spine more. 4, 5. Now we're going to windmill the arms. You're going to lead with your left palm, reach it forward, circle all the way behind you and catch your left leg. Lift the right palm up and then exhale, tip forward. Good. Hold. 1. So a little key here is often what people do is they turn the thumb towards them because it's easier to find the inside of the foot that way. So make sure that you're tipping your thumb away from you like a hitchhiker or a thumbs up, and keep the thumb up as you catch that foot. 3, and that way the shoulder head stays open. If you turn the hand down, your shoulder will roll in, so you'll notice in the shoulder whether the arm is correct or not. 4, 5. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, feet together, hands beside the body. Inhale, lift the arms up. Forward, exhale. Half lift, inhale, lengthen. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Ground the right heel, left leg high, inhale. Hips are square. And then exhale, step between your hands. Come right up onto the ball of the back foot. Feel buoyancy in that right thigh. Then inhale, lift it all the way up. Peel your front of hip bones open. Then plant the palms together underneath the left leg. Hover the belly. Inhale, lift up. Work through the legs. Gaze to the thumbs. And then exhale, palms underneath the left leg. Look to the big toe. 1 more. Inhale, palms up. Exhale. Hold here. Bring the hands to the outside of the left knee and turn the chest. Finding that twist. 1. Pull the left hip back in resistance to the right forearm. 2. 3. Then gracefully plant the palms. Inhale, deepen the hips. Straighten the left leg. Exhale, bow forward. And again, bend the front knee, float the heart. Inhale. Exhale, straighten forward. 1 more. Inhale, try to keep the heart forward over this big toe as you lengthen that left leg. Then inhale, lift the heart up. Anchor down the right foot, the toe point slightly forward. You can shorten the stance here. Then keep the left hip tucked under. Pull your left hip crease back as you get longer through your side body. Then the right arm opens up and you rotate from your ribs, not your left thigh. Right hand behind the back, find the left thigh, and pull the front ribs into your back hand. 1, gaze up. 2, pull up out of the earth, out of the legs. 3, muscle to bone. Watch you're not locking out the knees, micro bend. 4, 5. And we look down and transition into half moon, keeping the right hand where it is. Inhale, float right foot up. Flex the back thigh and pull the right heel in line with your left hip. 1, 2, don't worry if you wobble or fall. Keep your mind steady and just get back into it. 3, stay light in the heart and mind. Right arm up, breathe in. Then bend the back foot, exhale, catch the inner foot and kick it open. 1. Turn the right hip down if you can. 2. And bring the foot overhead. 3. Then we open arm and leg, inhale. Right hand to the earth, exhale, fold forward for standing splits. Inhale, join the toes together, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, circle the arms around, squeeze the inner leg. And then exhale, hands to heart space here. Samasthiti. Draw the right knee to the chest, inhale, pull it up, pull the lower belly in. Then gently exhale, step that right foot back behind you, turn the right foot out slightly. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Keep the height and stretch the arms around for reverse prayer. Fingertips point up or do that little double fist pump. Inhale, draw the elbows down and out. Rather than pinning your arms back and aggravating the wrists and pinching the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold forward, level out the hips, slight bend in the front knee. 1, 2, 'Dristy at the big toe. 3, 4, work the palms together. 5, take a half lift, breathe in. Then release the right hand down on the outside edge of your left little toe, use a block if you need, and then send the left arm long and up to the sky. 1, keep the pelvis level. Pull back through your inner thighs and then rotate from the navel and the upper diaphragm. 2, don't compromise the hips to twist. 3, feel like you're pulling your right shoulder across to the right side. 4, 5. Now we windmill the arms. The right arm leads us up, so lift the right arm to the sky, and then circle the right arm all the way back to catch your right foot. Keep the shoulder open. Inhale, lift the left arm now, get taller through that standing leg. And exhale, hinge forward. Keep kicking the foot into the hand. 1, and once the foot lifts, then hinge at your hip. 2, keep lifting left arm up. 3, 4, keen concentration, strong determination. 5, all the way back up, inhale. Release the foot, Tadasana, exhale. Inhale, bend knees to chair, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart space. Let's come onto our tippy toes, inhale. And then tippy toe descent all the way down, buttocks to heels. Roll back, inhale, lift your feet up for Navasana. Exhale, lower Ardha Navasana, pause just above the earth. Inhale, bring the right knee into the chest. Good, 1, hold here. 2, 3, catch the right ankle and lengthen the right leg away. 1, 2, 3. Then bring the right knee to chest, lower the left foot in the head. I'm going to take a twist. Let the right knee fall to the left side. Release the left shoulder blade from underneath the body and stretch the right arm back. Keep lengthening, stabilizing the breath. Keep the upper palate soft, the tongue relaxed. And then inhale, bring the right knee into your chest. And gently release that right leg to the floor. Left knee comes in, breathe in. Exhale, curl your forehead to your knee. And let's hover the right foot this time. 1. Pull the tummy muscles into the spine. 2. Chest up, shoulders down. 3. Hold on to your left ankle and start to straighten your left leg up to the sky into splits. 1. 2. 3. Inhale, releasing, bring the knee to the chest as the head comes down. And then taking that twist, shimmy the right buttocks backwards and drop the knee over, left knee to right side. Looking back to the left palm. Keep the breath long and extended. And then inhale, slowly peel that left knee back into your chest. And exhale, release the leg down to the earth. From here, we'll bend our feet in. Make sure you've got enough room for your head to stay on the mat. And plant the heels close to the buttocks, but if you have tight quads, just shimmy your toes away from you a little bit and you'll get some space in your quads. Otherwise, you're starting to take too much away and the length of the quad is taken up by pulling your feet so close in that you won't actually be able to have enough space to expand into the chest properly. So give yourself a little bit of room if you need to by pulling the toes a little further away from the buttocks. The hands will rest beside the body. Take a breath in and let's scoop the belly, lift the hips up and firm your inner thigh. Then point your fingertips to the sky and drive down through the backs of your elbows. 1, the backs of the arms are on the floor and the fingertips point up like little robot arms. 2, drive the feet firm. 3, move the heart space forward rather than lifting the hips higher. 4, heart to move towards the chin, not chin towards the chest. 5, plant the palms, inhale. And then exhale, release your spine. Let your feet go wide as your knees roll in like a teepee or a little pyramid with the legs. And just relax the lower back and sacrum. And we have one more back bend to practice here, or attempt. Now you can just stay with the bridge if you prefer in Setu Bandhasana, or you can start to progress with me and we'll start to move by flipping the hands beside the ears and then eventually we'll roll up onto the crown of the head. And even from there, we actually, instead of lifting up into upward bow today, over Dandasana, we're going to roll into the crown of the head and see if we can thread our hands behind our head, like a headstand. Okay? So that's a variation that you might want to try. To exit, we will push up into Urdhva Dhanurasana, into upward bow. But before we move anywhere, I'd like you to take your hands, maybe one at the belly, one at the heart,
or maybe in Anjali Mudra with the palms connected in front of the heart space or third eye, or just in any way that connects you to your deepest sense of self. And before you move into this back bend, I invite you once again to reconnect to the qualities that you aspire to from the teachers, the mentors, the people that inspire you, that you look up to, that give you guidance, confidence. And I want you to consider that this back bend is dedicated to creating, adopting, and nourishing these qualities within yourself. So wherever you are now, you can bring the feet hip distance apart, knees aligned with the feet and hips. And then the hands can rest beside the body, and we'll all start with bridge together. Then inhale, lift the hips up for bridge. Now either stay here or flip your fingers next to your ears and squeeze your elbows in. Roll the shoulder heads away from your jawline and lift up onto the crown of the head. Then from here, you can stay here supporting your head or wrap your hands behind your head and interlace your hands. Then once you get there, keep the elbows in, and for those of you who are comfortable, can start to straighten out the legs and bring the legs closer together, rolling the heart further over. Try not to slip. Breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk the feet back in, find your hands, and then lift up into upward bow. And then exhale, slowly rolling down. Relax the hands and stretch your feet out. Just take a moment, just rest, flat spine. Control your breath. So for many of us, backbending is a challenging aspect of the practice. I know myself, backbend is pretty high up on the challenging components for my own personal practice. I have to work really hard at trying to open the areas of my body that are required for backbending. And then when I approach backbending, I have to be really mindful to keep regulating my breath, slowing my heart rate, and encouraging my mind to stay calm. So if you're experiencing that, know that that's completely normal. And just be aware of what is changing or adapting in your body, and see if you can regulate it. If it's the heart rate, slow it down. If it's the breath, keep it even. And if it's the mind, try to bring it back to a state of peace and equanimity. Just observing all sensation, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. And then very gently, you can bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a little hug now. Well done. You've made it up the mountain, and now we're coming down the other side. So gently just rolling yourself up to your seat. And taking the legs out long in front of you. And then bring the right knee into the chest as you give him a little squeeze, and open the right knee out wide as the right foot tucks into the left thigh. Take a little twist to the left, breathing in. And then lay the heart down over the left leg. Either use a strap to extend, or if you're binding, left hand takes the right wrist. And inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift the right foot up and over into half Gomukhasana, half cow facing pose. Inhale, lengthen. Left leg stays long, toes back, forward in. Last breath. You're going to start to come up, inhale. And then gently allow the hip to open. And you'll just take your foot and see if you can just nudge the foot back a little bit, circling the right knee back behind you, maybe even drawing it back a little deeper, thigh towards the floor. And then from here, I'll turn to face you guys now. From here, we want the hip open for half lotus. If your knee is forward, then you start to pull back, and the angle of the knee is what creates the movement, which we don't want. The knee just hinges, it doesn't rotate. So we want to open the hip, and if you pull your hip back enough, when you bring your foot down and close the knee capsule, the foot will already be close to the hip anyway. It's already there. And then all you have to do is place the ankle and circle the leg towards the floor. So it's the hip that we want to open for lotus, not create more aggravation in the knee. So either stay here or find a bind behind your back with the right hand finding its way to the toe. The left hand meets the front leg, and then exhale, fold over the left leg, wrapping your right shoulder forward. A little trick here is if you don't have a strap, you can always use your shirt to hook around your toes. But if you have a strap, you can just hook that around the toe and grip into the hand that's behind the back. Absorbing the foot into the navel, into the belly cavity. Moving the right rib cage forward and down. Then inhale back up. And exhale, release. Let's swap sides. Release the right leg. And bring the left foot in towards the thigh for Janushirasana. Turn the torso to the right. And then fold over the right leg. If you're binding, the right hand will take the left wrist. Gaze is at the big toe, hold the drishti. Combining drishti with the breath and the posture, this creates the practice of Tristhasana. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release. And this is what helps us build towards the last 3 limbs within the 8 limbs of yoga. Bringing that left foot over now and tucking the left foot into the right hip. Take a breath, lift the chest. Exhale, folding forward. So those last 3 limbs are the cultivation of concentration, dharana, which enables us to move into meditation, dhyana, and then eventually reach that place of enlightenment, samadhi. And then inhale, start to walk the hands back in. And then we'll nudge that left foot back now. So to create some space in the hip, you might just want to give him a little wiggle back a little further, opening the hip up. Maybe you want to drive that left foot back deeper and try to anchor the knee behind you, opening the hip further. Then from here, keep the foot back, keep the knee back, then close the knee capsule so that the foot comes nice and close to the right hip. And then you can lower for half lotus. Obviously, if half lotus is not available, just put the foot back down on the inner thigh or just rest it over the top of the leg. Bind with the left hand behind the back, right hand meets the right foot, breathe in, and then fold over the right leg. 1,
Drishti is the big toe again. 2. And gaining more length through the left side body, wrapping the left rib cage towards the right leg. 4. 5. Inhale, straight spine. And exhale, release. Let's take both legs long now and we'll lay ourselves down into the mat. Take a breath in and then slowly scoop the lower belly and lay yourself down flat. Plant the palms. Inhale, stretch the legs up overhead. And then exhale, take the toes overhead towards the floor behind you. Interlock the fingers and stretch the palms out in front. Hold. 1, point the toes and then lift the creases of your hips up so you get longer through your back body. 2, keep the neck straight and work the inner thighs to the sky. 3, keep reaching the palms out of the back of the head. 4, 5. Inhale, release the palms. We're going to roll back down again as you exhale. Keep the right knee into the chest as you lower the left leg to the floor. And then take half lotus again with the right foot to the left thigh and open the right knee up. Then from here, lift the left leg to the sky. Inhale. Now, feel free to hang out here for a little bit. Otherwise, those who are comfortable to lift up and over, you can take that left toe all the way overhead into that plow position. And if you have the range, you bind your foot behind the back with the right hand and the left hand meets your left toe. 1, 2, you can use a strap around your toe if you want to keep the reach of the right hand. 3, then take your hands to your lower back and inhale, lift your left leg up. And then from there, bring the left foot over into lotus pose if you have the range, or just tuck it back behind your right leg in a half lotus. Stay here, supporting your spine, or hold onto your knees now and push the knees away. Upward lotus pose. 2, stabilize, strong arms. 3, 4, 5, take a breath in. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest, wrap the hands around. 1, 2, 3. Release the palms to the mat. Inhale, make a little runway for yourself and slowly roll down. Release the buttocks. Ground the legs. Anchor the back of the head to the mat. If you're not in lotus, that's fine. You can just do this practice in cross legs. Find the hands to the feet and squeeze the elbows back underneath your body as you glue your knees forward into the earth. Press your legs down. Lift your heart. Squeeze your elbows. Move your lungs. And then inhale, bring the knees in. Hold into the back of the buttocks as you gently release your spine. The right leg will go long. Inhale, hug your left knee into your chest. We've got the other side to do now. Exhale, bring the left foot into your right hip and roll the knee open for half lotus. Right leg to the sky, breathe in, plant the palms. And then exhale, take the right toe overhead, like you're coming into plow pose. Then wrap your left hand around to bind the toe that's in lotus, or use a strap. And then the right hand finds the right peace fingers around your big toe. Hold. 1. Keep working the legs away from your body. 2. Lifting the creases of your hips and firming your right thigh. 3. Then release the hands to the back, support your lower back. And inhale, lift your right leg to the sky.
And then from here, come into Lotus, threading your right foot around the front of your leg. So now the other leg is in Lotus, so you've swapped sides. Or just do a cross leg position. If you're comfortable to release the palms, take the hands to the knees and push the knees away. Upward Lotus pose. Viparita Dandasana. Lift the creases of your hips. Keep your breath smooth. And then gently start to lower your shins towards your chest and wrap your hands around to bind. If binding is not available, you can always just hold your lower back. And if Lotus is not available, you can always just take your knees around your ears. One more breath. And then release the palms, breathe in. If you're in Lotus, stay in your Lotus. I'm doing the variation for the others. Now exhale, start to slowly roll your spine down. And then come to cross legs. Inhale, lift the crown of the head and drop it back into the floor. Wrapping the hands underneath your buttocks or pinching hold of your feet and gripping your elbows underneath your back. One, fish pose, Matsyasana. Two, ground the elbows firm. Three, take a breath. And exhale, release your neck to the floor. And bring the knees back up or release your Lotus. Give yourself a little hug. And then ground your feet either side of your mat, stretch your palms out wide, take a breath in. Exhale, lower the knees to the left, look to the right. Close your eyes now, inhale, sway back through center. Knees to right, gaze to the left. Inhale through center. One more each side. Exhale, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale to center. Knees to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale to center. And then gently release your feet all the way out in front of you. Hands rest beside the body. Palms face up, upper arm bones roll open, and the nape of your neck is long. And then start to ground down into the earth, and once again recognizing these qualities in the earth. Strength, stability, support, reliability. And how these qualities are mirrored within you. And recognizing them as a part of yourself. That you also hold these qualities in your own nature. And gently now allow yourself to drop deeper and deeper through the layers of consciousness as the eyes sink back into the head, the body softens, the muscles drape from the structure of your bones, and you feel the body descend into the ground beneath you. Shavasana. Allow yourself to stay here for as long as you need. Until next time, namaste.